Hi everyone, it's Killshot 99 Gaming. This is Playdead Live. The Asylum Wing, Arc versus MIR. This is a 135 go match, which means we're going to be going at it for 2 hours and 15 minutes. And at that point, we will stop the match and we will prorate, we will project where everybody is going to be at the end of that round. And that's what you get. So where you are is where you are. I see some super chats already working. We got Valar. Hello, 99R Kills Great Match. Channel member, sponsors PDL Portal. How about Valar? We need to add the fishing team in there as well. So we're going to make Valar's super chat even longer the next time. We got Bomber Bones in the house. Good luck, Arc and Mir. 135. Let's go. And we got, look, some of our long-time subscribers to the channel. Deadly Dime, 60 months. That is 5 years for you guys counting home. Good luck, Arc and Mir. So we're going to start a little bit early tonight because we have a lot of stuff that we need to get to, that we need to set up for everybody here. So we're going to look at the standings first and foremost in 1 second. All right, so we've got a couple surprises for you guys tonight. One, you guys know that the Asylum Wing is it's kind of like a subset of Crossfire. So we started Crossfire last April, and within Crossfire, we've had the Kills Cup, and then we got Asylum Wing, and then we've got multiple tournaments. So you guys can see tonight, you see the type of matches. We got our Kills Cup champions up there, Arc, but this is MIR and Arc, both 2-0, both undefeated tonight. So not that it's a huge amount of pressure, but, you know, in a mini season, every game matters, especially head-to-head matchups. And one team is going to go 3-0 tonight. One team is going to go 2-1. So that is important to kind of get a little bit of leverage. You can see the point differential very close too. Arc 2-0, 634 point differential. MIR's played some closer matches, but still 2-0 with a 286 point differential. You got Vox right there, 1-2. And how about Sly? Sly is 0-3, but only losing each game by 100 points. I mean, they easily could be 3-0. They have a negative 300 point differential and 0-3. So you talk about super, super close competitive. You can see our matches lined up. You're probably looking at that and saying, wait a minute, there's no Wednesday match. No, there's not, because we got solo brawls on Wednesday night. And then next, after tonight, all teams will have played 3 games. And then next week, you can see we got Sly at MIR. That's a 135 stop. We got Vox at Arc. Both tough matches. And then MIR at Arc. And then we've got Vox and Sly Red Weddings. But as I told you guys, don't get discouraged either, because remember, Crossfire's a long season. So everybody looking at the standings over on the left, I'm going to show you the current complete Crossfire standings as well, with all of these games added into it. This is the overall. Look at that. You've got Arc 22-9, Vox 15-17, MIR 15-17, and Sly only a couple games behind. So in a long season with multiple tournaments in there, this matters as well. So as you guys can see, we'll continue to add to the running total, and this is going to be for the end of year tournament. This is the standings for that. But the one that we use for the Asylum is specifically this win-loss record for the Asylum only. All right, so as I said, a lot of cool stuff that we're going to go over tonight. We'll talk a little bit about, because we started early, just a couple of announcements. The fishing game has been incredible. So there's battles all over the place. Dimes and Craven, Valar and Justice. But I'd ask you guys, who do you guys think is going to win between Kills and Bomber Bones? Because we are like, I mean, only a couple points separating us. So leave in chat right now who you think is going to win at the end of the month between Bomber Bones and Kills. Type it up right now. I mean, one fish separates us. Father Ron says Bones. And he says, go Arc, go MIR, have a great game. So, look, not a lot of confidence in me. I understand. Definitely Bones. It looks like she's getting the vote of confidence. So, do me a favor, though. Take a quick look at who is kind of above you and below you, and throw out a challenge for them. Like, just message them like, hey, we're only a couple points behind. You guys want a little side wager? You want to throw down? So we got some really, really good dynamic. And Kel says, I'm going to beat you both. So that's the other thing. Who is going to be the top mod fisherman? Will it be Kel? Will it be Julia? Will it be Bomber Bones? Leave in chat right now who you think. Who is going to be the top MIR fisherman? Who's going to be the top in Vox? That's going to be Justice. but think about that. We're going to do some individual faction rankings, some individual, certainly Justice is going to be top in Vox. There's very little doubt with that. But this is kind of the way we're going to do duels. So we're going to make it fun, make it competitive. And I mentioned this on a Walking Dead stream, I think, the other night, is one of the things that we may do is late night fishing. I know Ron loves his fish frenzy. So we're thinking about doing a Freestyle Friday, and after the Friday night stream, just, getting a few of us together and just casually fishing. Everybody throwing up maybe 500 dead dimes, a winner take all. Just a very casual, fun freestyle event, and maybe some challenges and some dares. But I'll explain the rules to all that a little bit later on. So great stuff with the portal. We're also going to add a auction hour. We're going to do a couple times a week. And I do have to announce this. Tomorrow night, we are back with trivia. My apologies last week. Apparently, I was about a minute short of having an official event. So the stream cut off on the final question. So we didn't finish our event, and I could not extend it while the stream was going on. So tomorrow night, show up for trivia. I'm not going to promise it's going to be Walking Dead related, but it is going to be a fun night for trivia, and we will officially start the trivia circuit tomorrow night. And some of y'all are going to be doing fishing as well, and fishing frenzies, and who knows, could be gear out there as well in the near future. All right, let's go through our PCP points. PCP points are kind of up to date, except for MIR and ARC are both one game behind, so keep that in mind. After tonight, all teams will have 3, so it'll be a level playing field. But with the data we have right now, take a look. Look at the gold bars. Top Bombers looking like we got Kel, we got Justice, we got Jim, and we got the Animal tied for first place. How about that? DZ, is Bones going for Defender of the Year? Put a little heat on JJ maybe? 3-2. Look at that, JJ. We'll see JJ tonight. Is she playing Defender? I don't know. We'll find out shortly. We got Father Ron, Julia Crimson, all in the running there. Rovers, we got Julia and Dimes, but look who else is on the list. Pretty close. B-Dub, Cat, MPC, Father Ron. The sub. Bones might be going after that sub award. JJ's like, not so fast. I got 3. You got 2. Father Ron on the list as well. Ron's on a lot of lists. Cannonball Run, Kel, Justice, and Craven. But look, we got Bomber Bones on there as well. Sneaky Deaky and Dahlstrom. The Orb Award. Sneaky Deaky. Occupy. Oh, look at Dimes with them bronze stars. Right? Dimes, 3 bronze stars leading the pack. Take you to page 2. We've got the turrets. Busy Bee. Got those sentry guns. Got 2. Everybody else on the list with 1. Ruffled Feathers. Father Ron. Craven Light and Dow close behind. B-Dub, the only stealth bomber in the game right now. Ron with those surrenders. Craven in second. Watchtower Award. Dimes and JJ tied. Nobody has lit 6 straw man. Nobody stole a vehicle. Kel, the only person, is shattering Dragonstones. And the Triple Crown Award, that's up to y'all. And on page number 1, we don't have a demo man or a Risk It Biscuit yet. So we'll see. So there are your PCP awards. Ron, we're going to bring it back. What time is it, Father Ron? It's roll time, baby. But tonight, you got to be in. We rewarded everybody the last time. Tonight, it is exclusively Vox and Sly. Give me those numbers 1 to 20, Vox and Sly. Because we're going to get back on the pack attack. Why are we going to focus on the packs? Because we got a pack event this Saturday night. Be there. And it's going to be the first time Sunday that the inventory team enters those boxes on Sunday morning. So we are sold out for this event. We probably sold out the next event. So we got to get this this box event under our belt, or we're going to be 3 months behind. All right, here we go. Rolling for that free pack right here, right now. Who's going to win it? Number 4. How about, you know what? Hey, at least Amy wins this because she's not beating me in the fishing match. So good, congratulations, actually winning something there, Bones. Congratulations, Bomber Bones on the board. All right, very nicely done. All right, here we go, everybody. Tonight's Epic War Bundle. Take a look. A lot of this is by request, and the gear is absolutely incredible. I'm going to take you up top. We got Silver Bundle. Y'all know what? I don't know. I'm not hearing no noise. If I heard some noise tonight, because we got 2 undefeated teams, I might double up that Silver Bundle up there for you guys. Double it so Dimes has to do a little more work tomorrow morning. All right, there we go. There we go. Double that up. Dimes is going to be, I'm giving you the doubled totals. If I don't say that, Dimes will give you 4. Dimes, it is going to be for you 2 Elixir Extreme, 2 Steel, 2 Whiskey, 2 Dragon Smoke, which people need, and 10 Pet Revives. I'm going to give you 2 Graphene, 2 Carbine, and 2 of each of your waxes. Take you down to the red. You do see that you got 2 Wicked Red back-to-back, Raised Glyph, Combat Orb, and Rage 2, Savage 6, Mag 7, Super 8, Hostile 9. And you know what? We're feeling a little bit crazy tonight. I'm going to give you, write this down, Dimes. Write it down. This is important. I'm going to give you 4 Fury 4 and 5 Frantic 5. 4 Fury 4, 5 Frantic 5, because you're going to be using those on Friday nights. So load it up right there. Take you over to the gold. 2 Wicked Blue, Fortified, Navy, and Rage 3, Arc Spark. Sparks are single. Sly Smoke. Give you Platinum skins, Onyx skins, and that's right. I told you guys, we are going to do this, even though we have people that can craft it. We got to have these in circulation because people are out. Super Thrill. 1 Super Thrill as a bonus, everybody. Get your Super Thrills tonight. We got Green, Rage Potion, Arrowhead, Spider Silk, Fear Smoke, Ghost Smoke by request, Seal and Thrill, Elemental Ice Stone. Stones are important. I saw somebody sniping those on the auction house. We got Disaster AP. I'm sure we're going to see that on Wednesday night. Base Orb. I'm going to give you 2 standard recipes tonight. 2 standard recipes. Mythic Summon Skins, Colossal Summon Skins by request, Sin Smoke by request, your Alpha PvP gem, and check this out. Look at the stats on this bad boy. This is the Alpha Belt. There's only a couple pieces left of Alpha gear, y'all. And take a look. H15, D10, B7, AP7, the highest combined stats of any piece of gear we've ever rolled out. That is a 15 health, 10 damage, 7 and 7. And absorption 25. There's your ABS. We did not want to get rid of absorption. That is a super, super important skill. You guys use it every game, so I could not replace that ability. We're going to keep the absorption. That is the belt. The band is left after that, Dow. So the belt and then the band. All right, Kel. We are going to start on time tonight. Kel's going to put the bundles in there, but because we had so much action, we had our best auction weekend ever. Only been up 2 weeks, but it was incredible. And by far, we blew our fishing numbers out of the water. The fishing game was absolutely cranking. We had 2 people make ninja bears. So we got holy bears. We got ninja bears already being made. There are gummies floating around. There's a lot of fragments floating around as well. So because of that, you can see we got JJ, Dow, Trigger, Bones, B-Dub, Busy, Cat, Dive, Samurai, Valar, Justice, Football, Flyrod, Julia, Crimson, Craven, Jim, Dr. Di, Pope, Ron, and Kel. Because we went through so many kills coins, this is not the super bank, because you ain't going to see that again for maybe an anniversary event, but this was a very, very popular reload we did last week, because it does give you the chance to replenish some of your dead dimes that you use for buy-in tournaments, that you use for auctioning. So tonight we are going to do what we called the no limit reload. So you can get your bag of 25, you get your bag of 50, or your box of 50, but if you get a bank, for each bank you get 25,000 dead dimes, and we're not going to cap you. If you want 5 and you want to stay up fishing all week long, you do you. Get yourself 5 banks. If you want 10, get 10, but for every bank, not the boxes, but for every bank you get, you're going to get 25,000 dead dimes. So by my count, you pick up 4 banks, that's 100K dead dimes. That might last you a couple buy-in events or rebuys or some of those things. So you can message Kel. We're not going to super chat it because it's whatever you buy, but you never know because, and the reason is, look, if Villar buys 5, you know Justice is buying 6. If Justice buys 7, Villar's buying 8. But we got a really, really cool running, and kills coins in the economy is a very, very good thing, because as we've done some store buys, we've done some limited auctions, and if we do big events, you're going to want to have the kills tokens, and you're going to want to have, don't just necessarily think you need to keep them because a big event might be coming tomorrow. I will give you a little advance notice on it, but don't short yourself the competitions and the fun just because you feel like you got to have all the kills coins in circulation. There's always going to be more that we roll out. So thank you guys so much for all the support so far with the portal, the events in the portal, checking out the Max Awards. So I'm asking you guys one more time because we got a couple more minutes. I do this every time we do a streamer match. What is your favorite feature on the portal? Is it the Max Awards? Busy won the pet tournament the other day, and the same night, Julia had her championship listed up there already. Villar finished the last month with the highest pet or fishing high score. Villar's name went up in lights. Go to page 1. MIR's got 6 championships on page 1. Go to the Max Awards and look at the Max Awards. Look at the Midway Awards. There's so many things. If you like trivia, the trivia leaders are going to be listed on that page. So I want you guys to go to the Max Awards and just scroll around and check it out. Craven says it's the auction house. Dimes went nuts yesterday with the auction house. Busy says all of it. Justice says all of it. Dow says he loves to craft. And a lot of people are saying do the CRS. So I'm going to tell you guys, tonight, I got a CRS from every single player. Every single player tonight. Friday night, we only had 3 people that did not submit CRSs. Everybody else did. So we can build some really, really big things with you guys. Just keep using the tools that we put out there for you guys. All right. You know what? We covered everything that was on my list. Oh, one more thing. Sorry, not everything on my list. So we still, we got a couple more minutes. Crafting. Don't forget, if there's something special that you want crafted, get that to us. Last week, we got a lot of crafting stuff done. How many people crafted something this week because of the work that the crafting team put in last week? Give me a 999 if you actually crafted something. Could be gear, could be a pet, but something. Because I'm going to tell you, that crafting group, they were working overtime last week. What an incredible group we had last Thursday night. So big, big shout out from me to them. It must have been 150 items that we got up there for crafting. So awesome, awesome stuff. About 20 something. Yeah. All right. Everybody's 8:29. If you are starting tonight, if you are Jim, Dow, Julia, Villar, JJ, Moon, Fly, B-Dub, give me your pre-match buffs right now. Don't forget, put those cute little bear essentials in there as well if you got them. I got them in the miscellaneous notes on your CRS. But if you earned it, then go ahead and use it. We got Fly Rod. We got Mr. Freeze, Moonshot. We got B-Dub. We got Valar with a Holy Bear buff. Gemstone. JJ. Julia. So we only got one Holy Bear in action tonight. We will have more. It's a minor buff, but every little bit helps. Every little bit is going to help you guys. All right. I'm going to take you down. It is 8:30. Everybody, here is tonight's starting lineup from the, I still got to say it, from the Mortis Malachi, boo. I know everybody's going, boo. It's supposed to be the MIR Manor. It's still the Mortis Malachi Manor. We'll get back to Castle Strikes. I'll update you guys on that in a little bit. But we're in the fields of MIR right now. Here you go, everybody. Tonight, starting lineup is as follows. Starting out for Team MIR. I call him the champ, but if he doesn't start doing some fishing, he's going to go from fly rod to no rod. Right now, you're still the champ, but we better see him go up that fishing leaderboard soon. Fly rod leading off for Team MIR. Take you across the way. We got Valar in the DZ. Valar currently the fishing champ. Over on the other side, we got B-Dub. B-Dub is the captain tonight. She's in the rover zone. After B-Dub, we got Gemstone. Gemstone in the bomber zone. Sieging and the captain tonight is Gemstone. We got the Marshal Moonshot. Moonshot is in the tank zone. They chose the battleship, not the tank. We got, after Moonshot, we got the assassin Julia. Julia is the sniper, but she is also the rover. After Julia, we've got JJ. JJ is in the DZ, and she is the sniper as well. And then finishing off, we got Mr. Freeze, a.k.a. Dow. Dow is in the tank zone, and he is potentially going to use the tank because they chose the tank. All right, remember, timers do matter. They're not challengeable. First one you miss is 10 points. The second one is 25. Also, you got to name your targets. There are 5 things that we can potentially review with that, so be smart with that. But you can only fail one time. That is a 25-point failure. And please, please, please remember, do not use anything that you've not upgraded, because we'd hate to have to go back and challenge that the next day and change 35 points for a missed move. That 25 plus the point bonus as well. All right, that's all I got to say. Here we go. Starting out, the champ, 20-second timer. Kick us off now. Easily beats the timer. Thank you for that. Fly Rod's going to move to the temple steps. All right, we'll put him right there. He's going to play Vines to Julia. Boston Main Street, Negation Wand, Julia. No Sleet Wand, S8 Snowstorm, Mass Destruction. 4, and he does. It already said Main Street, so no double line penalty. It already had it in there. He's good to go. Fly Rod playing Boston 1 with cap in 3. Negation Wand. Going to take the air wands out of play, and Julia has no Sleet Wand in this game. Mythic Blue from Dow. All right, so Vines to Julia. Going to get rid of her gear absorption. Boss is good. S8 Snowstorm is shut down. We're going to add a Mass Destruction 4 to that. Mythic Blue coming in. Mythic Blue hits Fly Rod. That is 30 points from the blue. It will get rid of his gear absorption and deal 10 points of damage to Fly Rod as well. Take him down to 90%. All right, let's go over to Valar. Valar, 20-second timer starts now. Timer is up. Nerf timer started. Valar must be fishing. Already missed a timer. She's like, I can't let Justice beat me. I can't let him beat me, Kills. Did not beat the second timer. She better refresh. All right, she did beat it. As I was changing it, she got the second timer in. Did not beat the timer, but did beat the nerf timer. She's going to go Wicked Boss to their chest. Steel Moon's Boss. Inferno to the Temple Flame. And Mass Destruction 4. It does hit. And it's a good call by B-Dub. All right, we're going to get the boss out there, and then we're going to get to the problem with her Inferno shortly. All right, Wicked Boss. Valar playing in 1. Would cap in 3. That boss potentially could be a minus 50 for Team MIR. If it caps. All right, Wicked Boss. Steel Moon's Boss. Dropping a seal. But she played Inferno to a flame, and it fizzles out. So it does hit, but it does not put out the flame. And a Mass Destruction. All right, let's go from Valar over to B-Dub, 20-second timer. Does beat the timer. B-Dub is going to play the Sleet Wand. They took Julia's out of play. Nice shutdown and then recast. And Ice Wands are now off the board. So Sleet Wand, let's freeze that top block. Gonna hop into Rover and move to the DZ. B-Dub with a tire. Dark Boss to the side chest. B-Dub playing Boss in 1, cap in 3. Dark Boss could be worth 25. Got a Wicked Boss and a Dark Boss already in play. Gas Blast to Julia. Pet Repel, Mass Destruction 4. Gas Blast going to launch Julia over to the other side. And we're going to take Julia down to 90%. All right, Sleet Wand is good. Rover is good. Movement is good. Dark Boss is good. Grenade is good. And let's also give her a Pet Repel. All good. And all done within the timer. Let's take it over to Gemstone. Jim. 20-second timer. Got Jim, Moon, Julia, JJ, and Dow. Jim easily beats the timer. Thank you for that. He's going to move to their bomber zone. Going to cast a seal. I'm sorry, not cast a seal, but drop a seal. Let's play Mosara. Mosara is going to give us a die roll. It is going to be a 12-sider. Not a 20-sider, but a 12-sider. And it is a 12. No Mosara. There will be no hinder this game. Gold Gideon. All right, Gold Gideon. We got another minus for MIR. It's going to be a minus 24. Mass Destruction 4. All right, movement's good. Seal is good. Going to put out the Temple Flame. is good. All right, let's go from Gemstone over to Moonshot from the tank zone. 20 seconds, Moon. Remember, this is 1-3-5 go. Every action counts. All points count. We will be playing fast tonight. Easily beats the timer. Moon's going to jump in the battleship. Oh, sorry. Not moving fly rod. Let's move Moon. Moon jumping in the battleship. Let's give him a cannonball. Going to go cryo ring on Julia. No red gels, no ignition pets for Julia tonight. So let's go ahead and put that on Julia. All right, gets in the battleship. Going to move over to their DZ as well. The murky waters of the Asylum. Mythic Kang to Main Street Boss. Gas Blast Dow. Move him out of the tank zone. Actually, we're going to back that up. Dow has his absorption. Let's get Mythic Kang to the Main Street Boss. Mythic Kang by Moon could be worth 63. All right. Hop in a battleship is good. Cryo ring to Julia is good. Moves to DZ. Vines to Dow first. Vines will break his absorption. After the Vines breaks his absorption, then we get the Gas Blast, which will launch him to the other side. And into Mass Destruction. And we got Dow down to 90%. All right, after Moonshot, we go over to the Assassin. Julia, 20-second timer. Beats the timer. Julia's going to move to the Temple Steps. Colossal Kang to Valar's Boss. Could be worth 73. Seal and Thrill. M7. Snowstorm loaded to the wall with Mass Destruction 4. B-Dub hits her weight. Does hit, is a delay game penalty for the inadvertent hits and waits, but I can see why she changed it. So it is a minus 25. Delay a game, B-Dub. But it does hit and it breaks the seal. So no snowstorm activity. Movement's good. Colossal Kang is good. Seal and Thrill is good. Grenade does hit. And into Mass Destruction. We go from Julia over to JJ. JJ, 20-second timer. Going to go Skull to Dow. Does beat the timer. We got Skull to Dow, Pet Repel, Capri to Temple Flame, and Mass Destruction 4. Does hit. Let's give JJ a Absorption. Let's light that Watchtower. We'll take Dow even more. I got Dow down to 80. Let's put out that flame. All good. And the final move of round number 1. Let's go to Dow. 20 seconds, Dow. Timer is up. Beat the timer. As I was changing it, he is going to move back to the tank zone. Let's put him back over there. E4 Snowstorm loaded to the wall. Tank Vest. Mass Destruction. Colossal Watcher. Heal and Seal himself. B-Dub hits her weight. She says wait. All right. B-Dub locked in, wait. Now, before you get to the Judas, B-Dub, because you did type wait, I'm going to go back to Dow. Dow does not have range on the wall. But I had to get an answer from the other team first. So Dow, redirect that grenade to a valid target, because you are in the tank zone. And then after you redirect it, I'll check B-Dub again to see if they still want to use the Judas. Has to be the Snowstorm, though. And has to be the E4. All right. So B-Dub, he's going to redirect that grenade to Fly Rod. And he does have the tank vest. It is going to deal more damage. Hits or wait. And while they're deciding on that, I'm going to use the Colossal Watcher. Dow playing the Colossal Watcher. We're going to put it on Watchtower number 2. And if it caps, $30 points. All right, still going to use the Judas. So they are going to redirect it to the wall. Gemstone. You got a E4, Tank Vest, Snowstorm being redirected to the mirror wall. Gem hits or wait. All right. They're going to let it hit. They're going to halt 4 times. All right. 4 halts, going to take it down to no rage. But he does have a tank vest. So we are dealing double the grenade damage. First turn. So that Snowstorm does hit. And it does take out a black block. All right, because it takes out a black block. The damage alone. There was no juice on it. Didn't need it because of the damage from the tank vest. We're going to die roll and snowstorm the arc wall. 1 to 10. It is a 6. All right, block number 6 is frozen. And that is the end of round number 1. At the end of round number 1, fly rod. Julia both in the temple. A blessing and a blessing. Strawman 0-0. DZ. I've got MIR 25. Arc 0. Blessings. Valar with a blessing. Moon with a blessing. B-Dub with a blessing. JJ with a blessing. Dim Dragon Stones. Moon dimming one. Jim dimming the other one. Well, your guy used it. So ask him. Because if he wasn't a tank and he used it, then he knows what it does. But it is a good challenge. Now, I'm going to back up. I don't know, LOL. Are you stupid? What kind of question is that? Come on, man. Get out of here. All right. Now we're going to back this up. That is a good challenge. And Julia's got a point. The tank vest, which Dow inadvertently played, should not have been used. Should not have doubled the damage. So it's a fair challenge. Dow is going to get a warning for playing an item. First one is a warning for a double item used. Arc has no more warnings. B-Dub, the damage is not going to fully break the black block. Any reaction to that? So I'm going to wind back the damage. Without the tank vest incentive, it's going to be 60% of a black block. Yep. Yes, with the mass destruction added. All right, so back up. B-Dub, delete that. That's not what I'm asking. So delete that. So the snowstorm is 280. Mass destruction makes it a 296. So with no juice on it, it takes 60% of a black block. So you've already Judiced that to your wall. Is there anything else? Any other actions to that? You can't halt it because it's your grenade, right? All right, so let's do this, okay? Because this is going to get out of hand shortly. Too many people are going to be challenging. All right, I'm going to give you one of two options. Knowing that the tank vest is not correct. So knowing that the double damage is not allowed, it is a regular E4 snowstorm. All right, so hits or does not hit? Move is change. You're absolutely right. So you can let it hit or use the Judas. Those are your two options. Okay. So they're going to let it hit. They're going to halt it times 4. So we're going to put that block in play. Remove the snowstorm. All right. So we got a snowstorm that hits the arc wall. No juice on it. And we know it's going to deal 60% of a black block. They already broke the previous one. All right. Jim, B-Dub, give me a 999 if we're good. The move's over. Yes? All right. So we got Team Arc. After the mass destruction added to it, 60%, 40% black block remaining. All right, we're going to go to round 2. All right, and they're right. That did go to fly. Scratch that. It's only MIR and Arc, y'all. It's only every time MIR and Arc play. I swear to God. It's like we get down a rabbit hole and we're all thrown off. Okay. That damage goes to Fly Rod. Not to either wall. Fly Rod, take 200% damage and die. I'm just kidding. All right, Fly Rod, taking the damage down to 75% health. It's just you guys just want to beat each other so bad. All right, round number 2. Fly rod, 20-second timer. Let's go. It starts with a bad move and it just unravels from there. There's 15 minutes I don't get back. I know, if we're trying to get it right, though, don't put tank vest on things when they don't belong there. All right, timer's up. Nerf timer. Nerf timer's up. All right, did not beat the regular timer. Heal and seal. Mythic Kang to his boss. Mythic Kang could be worth 63. H9 Snowstorm to the wall with Ignite. All right, big shot from Fly Rod there. Going to play a blue. Snowstorm is stopped. And Fly Rod is going to take 20% down to 55% Fly Rod after the gold-blue damage. The heal and seal will kick him back up to 65 after that resolves. He's also going to play Absorb, which will take him back to 85. Yep. Absorbing it, then the heal and seal. So he goes all the way back up to 85%. And now we got yours as well because you played heal and seal. You're back up to 90. All right, let's go over to Valar. Valar, 20-second timer. Easily beats the timer. All right, Valar going to move in range. Colossal Kang to her boss. Colossal Kang, Valar could be worth 73. Holy Avenger, using Legendary. No ill effects can be put on that wall. Good Dragon Smoke. Blackout Wand, no DZ points. T10 Grizzly loaded to the wall with Amplify. Jumpstone, T10 Grizzly. Getting redirected over to the mirror wall. Movement's good. Kang is good. Legendary's good. Smoke is good. Wand is good. Amplify is good. Fly Rod with the Judas. Gemstone's reaction to it. Jim going to Judas it back to the other wall, B-Dub. Back-to-back Judas plays. All right, Fly Rod's going to prevent it altogether. Back-to-back Judas and a prevention. All right. We know he has it, so we're going to try to make up a little bit of time, get back on pace. So, B-Dub, 20-second timer for you. We got B-Dub, Jim, Moon, and Julia. Nerf timer's active. Does beat the Nerf timer. B-Dub, Mythic Kang to her boss. Mythic Kang could be worth 63. A little bit of Dragon Smoke. Move to the Bomber Zone. M7 Rapture to the wall with Amplify. This one does hit. After Mass Destruction is going to be equivalent to a Snowstorm with the Rapture effect. But the M7 takes down Black Block, a green block, and 15% of a green block. I got 85 green remaining. And the Rapture is going to give us a teardrop. Let's go from B-Dub over to Gemstone. 20 seconds, Gem. Timer is up. Beat the Nerf timer. Jim's going to move to the Ozone. Long run to get to the Ozone. See what else she had calculated there. All right, so Fly Rod's going to lose all seals, repels, and buffs. And then Dark Icky hits. All right, so he loses that. And then red Dark Icky. JJ, losing your absorption. B-Dub, losing Pet Repel. Fly Rod and Moonshot will take damage. Taking Fly Rod from 85 down to 76%. Taking Moonshot down to 91%. Movement, Pet. Also playing a Pet Repel for Gemstone. E3 Elmo to the Watchtower with Amplify. All right, we're going to light the first Watchtower and give them 10 points. Let's go from Jim over to Moonshot, 20-second timer. Timer is up. Moon beat the timer. Let's go move to the ozone. All right, so he is under the ozone. Just know he's there. Vial to Dow. Red Petro to Dow. E6 Elmo with Amplify. He did pay the extra for the Watchtower. So let's go ahead and light that Watchtower and then give him 10 points for the Elmo. Vial to Dow. Break that seal. Petro to Dow. Gonna knock him back out of the tank zone. I'm going to take Dow down to 80%. Movement's good. Smoke is good. Pet is good. Grenade is good. Amplify is good. All done within the timer. Let's go over to Julia from the Temple. 20-second timer, Julia. Easily beats the timer. All right, Julia going Cube of Clarity. None of her attacks the rest of this half. So this round and the next 2 rounds cannot be stopped by player preventions. Silver Spark, Immortal Stern to Fly Rod and Moonshot. Going to play Pet Repel. And Amplify. All right, so B-Dub, we've got Silver Spark, Immortal Stern's going to hit Fly Rod and Moon. So pet damage coming to both those. It is an Immortal Pet. Also playing S6 Snowstorm to her wall. Cannot be stopped by player preventions. All right, says wait, gold blue from Moon. Do the pets hit? All right. Pets hit 2 targets. We're going to take Fly Rod from 76% down to 51%. Moonshot. Taking Moon from 91% to 61%. Fly 51, Moon 61. Gold blue from Moon. Gold blue does stop the grenade. The gold from the gold blue is going to break Julia's seal. Everything else is good. Let's go to JJ. JJ, 20-second timer. Got JJ, then we got Dow. Timer is up. Beat the timer. Thank you for that. Solwell is wall or boss? I don't have my notes in front of me. It's not a penalty because it only does one thing. But just type it for me and clarify. All right, Lost Solwell is the boss. And there's only one boss it can target. Now, now here's the difference in that. It can only hit a boss and the other one hits a wall. Had Ark been the home team, that would have been a penalty because she would have had to clarify which boss. But since there's only one, by default, it is that boss. All right, so Lost Solwell, 75% of whatever 25% of whatever caps there. So that could be a boss plus the Kangs that are on top of it. Lost Solwell, Mythic Kang to her boss. Sorry, Mythic Kang to Fly Rod's boss. Could be worth 63. Binds to Julia, E1 Vapor to the Watchtower and Amplify. It does hit. Let's light Watchtower number 3. Vines. We'll take Julia down to 80%. Legend, pet, smoke, grenade, ability, all good, JJ. And finish up round number 2, we got Mr. Freeze, 20-second timer. Timer is up. Beats the timer. Just as I was switching it, we got Mythic Taser, Silver Spark, Binds to Fly Rod, Grizz to Fly Rod, E5. Finish the move, Dal. E5 what and to where? I need to know the grenade type and the target. Oh, okay. It's the Grizz grenade. My bad. Not the Grizz pet. It's the Grizzly grenade. You got it. No worries. All right, so Mythic Taser was the pet. Vines is the smoke. Grizzly grenade to Fly Rod, and it's an E5, and he's also adding Ignite to it. So that's what you got, B-Dub. You got Vines, then Pet, then E5 Grizzly Grenade, Mass Destruction, of course, as well. All right, we're waiting. What's the move? Gold blue from B-Dub. All right, so we've got Vine's going to hit Fly Rod. Going to take him from 51% down to 41%. Mythic Taser going to hit Fly Rod. Going to take him from 41% down to 16%. E5 Grizzly is going to be gold blued. And the gold from the gold blue is going to hit Dow and take Dow down to 60%. Fly Rod holding on at 16. Dow going to absorption. Going to stay at 80%. And that is the end of the round. Fly Rod sitting at 16. Will he die in the next turn? We'll find out. Captains, give me a round 3 subs. End of the round, we got Julia and Fly Rod. Strawman, 0-0. We're going to dim both ozones. Looks like Fly Rod will skate out. A lot of damage to him, but he made it out. They timed it just right. Cardinal coming in at 100% health. Shaman coming in for Valar. No halo given because there was a blackout wand. So DZ is 0-0. All right, before we get to the new move, order is going to be as follows. Chad, Shaman, B-Dub, Gemstone, Moon, Julia, JJ, and Dow will be the order. So before we get to Chad's move, we are going to cap Fly Rod's boss. And I've got 189 points of Kangs. And a cap. Flags are 1-0 for the home team. And let's get, can we get Chad's buffs posted? All right, we have to go to the move. So we've already capped the boss. We're going to start with Chad's move. We got a 20-second timer starting now. All right. Timers are up. MIR. Do we have Chad available? He didn't post his buffs. Is he here or do we skip? All right. Going to the temple. Boston Main Street. Welcome, Chad. One second. All right. Going to the temple. Boston Main Street with a seal. Playing boss in 3 with cap in 5. Elmo to the Watchtower, Mass Destruction 4. It does hit. That is going to be Watchtower number 4. Get the Elmo points. Nice move by the Cardinal. Thank you for that. Now we're going to go over to the Shaman. So hold up, Shaman. We need to cap your boss. All right, JJ getting 99 points for the Soulwell. All right, so we're going to cap Valar's boss. After we cap the boss, we've got 146 points in Kang's. And we're also going to give 99 points to Team MIR for the Soulwell. 1 flag to 1. All right, Shaman, over to you. 20-second timer. Gronk to Main Street Boss. All right, so we're going to start out. 50% damage to the Main Street Boss. Then she's going to play her boss to Main Street. Stacking them. Banish Wand, I'll get to that in a second. MIR Smoke to Main Street. S8 Goliath loaded to Main Street Boss with Mass Destruction 4. Does hit. All right, so we're going to deal the damage. We also got a 25-point penalty for a targeting issue. The Banish Wand does require a target, just like an attack would, and she typed it. Now, she doesn't get the double line penalty, but she does get the 1 game penalty, which means it's 25 for the entire game. All right, Gronk is good. Plays the boss. Banish Wand. It is going to go to Julia. Julia cannot be knocked up in the air or knocked back this turn. Nirvana Wands are out of play. S8 Goliath loaded to Main Street Boss. Does hit. Going to take the Cardinals Boss from 50%. After Mass Destruction with the Goliath, it's going to be equivalent to an S8 Grizzly. Down to 17%. From 50% down to 17%. 33% shot with the Grizzly equivalent. Let's go from Shaman. Now that was before the MIR Smoke resolved. MIR Smoke is still there. Shaman over to B-Dub. B-Dub's boss is going to cap. That's going to be flag number 2. Her Kang caps, which is going to be another 63 points. And a 20-second timer to B-Dub. Timer is up. Nerf timer in play. Does beat the second timer. All right, we're going to go Hendrix. Hendrix going to light 1, 2, and 3. We're up to Watchtower number 7. Cyborg for a Cyborg. Going to turn into a tank and move into the temple. Can move to the temple steps. Going to play Seal and Thrill. Scold to Shaman, S6 Grizzly to the wall. Tank Page for Witch. Pet or the Grizzly. All right, the wall hit. So Scold is going to hit. Let's give B-Dub an absorption. Take Shaman down to 90%. And we'll light Watchtower number 8. 8 Watchtowers are lit up. All right, let's go from B-Dub over to Gemstone. 20-second timer, Gem. Gem going to move up to the DZ. Dark Boss to their chest. Gem playing Dark Boss, could be worth 25. Gem also playing it in 3, would cap in 5. Going to play Dragon Smoke. S8 Monster to the Main Street Boss. Going to render Chad. That will be all of his scoring pets. And Gemstone getting the Ruffled Feather, killing the boss on Main Street. Ruffled Feather for Gem. All right, let's go from Gem over to Moonshot in the O-Zone. 20-second timer, Moon. Got about an hour and 5 minutes to go. Moon easily beats the timer. Thank you for that. He's going to move up the coast to the Bomber Zone. Move him up just a little bit. Y'all know where he is. Heal and Seal, Grizz to Shaman. E2 Elmo to the Watchtower. And a Shatter. All right, start with a Shatter. It's going to take him down to 60 green on that wall. E2 Elmo to the Watchtower. Let's give him the Elmo, and that is going to be Watchtower number 9. 10 points for the Elmo. Moonshot getting the 9 award. Heal and Seal. Bring it back up to 71%. And the Grizz to the Shaman. Launcher over to the No Zone. And I get Shaman down to 80% after fall damage. Yes. Hendrix does ignore Watcher. The only thing Hendrix would not ignore is a seal on the wall. If there's a seal on the wall, Hendrix would break it and then light it. Be the same thing if Rod hit a frozen block on a wall. All right, movement's good. Heal and Seal is good. Grizz is good. E2 Elmo to the watchtower, and he got the shatter as well, all done within the timer. All right, let's go over to the assassin, 20-second timer, Julia. Timer is up. Beat the timer. Julia's going to summon Mythic Nolan. Drop a seal, F5 Snowstorm loaded to the wall with Mute. Mute's going to take away one of the amplifies for Team MIR. Dropping a seal. B-Dub says let it hit. All right, Nolan is good. Seal is good. Mute is good. F5 Snowstorm loaded. And that is a fresh wall. After mass destruction on the Snowstorm. Equivalent to a Wedding Crasher. Black block, green block. %. 85% green. All right, mirror wall. We've got 8 blocks. It's going to roll 8-sider to see which one is frozen. Block number 3. All right, so this one is a frozen block. The bottom one down here is a teardrop. Frozen and a teardrop. No, because the grenade went to Fly Rod. That was in the whole back and forth between MIR having a black block and Arc having a black block, and then ultimately the damage went to Fly. All right, after Julia's move, go over to the captain, JJ, 20-second timer. Timer is up. Beats the timer. JJ's going to go boss to the side chest. A little bit of dragon smoke. I think I put the dragon smoke on the wrong spot, but now we have done both. I flip-flopped them. That should have been Jim's dragon smoke over there. But now JJ playing Dragon Smoke. We should be good to go. That look good to you guys? Everybody's Dragon Stones are relit. All right, we got Boss to Side Chest, Dragon Smoke. Neon Red Gel to Nolan from Dark Widow. And Render to Shaman. Shaman, 3 pets. We're going to go Mythic Psycho. Draw out that first Psycho. JJ's going to absorb it. She's still taking 10 damage from it, though, because it is Mythic. So I got JJ at 90%. And let's summon Weber. All right. Boss of Side Chest is good. JJ playing Boss in 3. Would cap in 5 if we get to 5. We're trying. All right. Boss in 3, cap in 5. Dragon Smoke is good. Arrow. Arrow shut down. She does get Weber. And then the Render shuts down the Shaman. All right, let's go to Dow. Final move of round number 3. 20-second timer. Super low scoring, ultra competitive game. It's what we kind of expect. Timer's up. Nerf timer is up. Did beat the Nerf timer, did not beat the regular timer. Move into range. So he's going to move into wall range. Going to Talon Shaman to the DZ. All right, let's move him over here. Talon Shaman back. Goliath to the wall. E7 with Amplify. All right, let's amp this up one more level. B-Dub, you got an E7 Goliath. After mass destruction, it's going to be a Grizz. See if it hits. It does hit. Going to be a nice shot. All right, it's going to catch some of that Amplify as well. So we got our best grenade shot of the night so far. That was 85% green. So let's take that green, blue block, and that's it. Almost 3 blocks. You guys can see both have hit this wall. Not a super strong wall up to this point, but walls are almost even. All right, that's the end of the round. At the end of round number 3, let's give Julia a blessing. Let's give the Cardinal a blessing. Chad getting in the game. B-Dub chilling on the stairs. Moonshot. It's going to dim that Dragonstone up top. Gemstone. Going to dim that Dragonstone. Strawman, 0-0. And DZ, 25 arc, 0 MIR. Gem neutralized, and the Shaman got it back. Let's give the Shaman a halo. Let's give Gem a halo. And let's give JJ her second halo. Remember, there was a blackout wand in play. Super close, super fun game, everybody. It's got a little bit lighthearted lately. Good. All right, let's go to the Cardinal. Chad, you're going to kick off round number 4. We'll start the timer. Go ahead and get your move in from the Temple. All right, Cardinal. Big move there. Going after Julia. Going to drop the Fear Smoke on Julia. And a T10 Goliath loaded to the wall with Ignite. Let's see if Jim's going to let it hit or if she's got something for it. Oh, she says, wait, she's got something for you, Chad. Oh, they're going to eclipse. All right, going to make Julia disappear for a split second. And how about the grenade? And stopping the grenade as well. You know what, Chad? That means they like you if they're stopping your attacks. Final blue of the game used on the Cardinal. They're using the heavy guns. All right. Gold blue is going to break his seal, but does stop the grenade. All right. Let's go over to the Shaman. 20-second timer to the Shaman. Red Rage, Seal and Thrill. Shaman easily beating the timer. Thank you for that. Arc Spark, H9 Monster. She's like, I don't need to stick in this DZ. I'm going after the wall. Shaman leaving her base to get angry. All right, we got H9 Monster. Mass Destruction, going to take it up to a Grizzly. And Red Rage, that's 9, 10, 11, 12. S12 Grizzly beat up. Oh, it hits. B-Dub says, I'm taking my chances. The Shaman. That's the biggest hit of the night now. All right. Take you over this blue block. Blue block. Up. Blue block, red block, red block. Big shot by the Shaman. Let's take it over to Team MIR. B-Dub, 20-second timer. Timer's up. Nerf timer is up. Does beat the second timer, though. Going to go Gold Gideon to Team Arc. Minus 24. F5 Monster to Julius Nolan and a mute. B-Dub ain't even playing. It's like this might be the highest attack ever on a Nolan. Let's mute one of those walls. And Dow going to prevent it. All right, Gold Gideon, B-Dub bringing out the big guns, F5 Monster, and Dow using the tank prevention. All right, let's go over to Gemstone, 20-second timer. Jim, moving and grooving, moving to their rover zone. Easily beats the timer. Gold Kang to her boss. Gold Kang could be worth 55. F5 Elmo to the watchtower and mute. Light watchtower number 2. Give him the Elmo. All good. Let's go over to the Marshal in his boat. 20-second timer. Timer is up. Does beat the timer. Move is up on the board. It's going to move to their rover zone. All right, move to their rover zone. Anthrax. Julius Seal to JJ. Going to leave the boat behind. Anthrax wands are going to be the red wands off the board. Cosmic Shield to their wall. The next player's attack. Julia. Cannot target that. That means because she cannot target it, Nolan will target whatever she targets. That's a damn good move. I'm going to tell you guys. That is a very, very nice move. If you guys don't have that, there's so many elements to that. Julia's attack is unpreventable by players, and Moonshot just made that could not have been set up better by both teams. All right, Dragon Smoke. And Gas Blast to Julia hits. All right, so Gas Blast going to launch her out. Her and Nolan still there. Julia does take 10% damage. I got her down to 70. All right, movement's good. Wand is good to get rid of her seal. Cosmic Shield, preventing their wall to be hit by the next player after him. Dragon Smoke, and then Gas Blast. All right, Julia, your move, 20-second timer. Timer is up. Did not beat the timer, but did beat the nerf timer. All right, Julia and Nolan. Arc Smoke, H9 Grizzly loaded to Moon. And using Nuke. Now, that cannot be stopped with player prevention. Well, in fairness, it does make sense to throw it at Moon, right? Because, I mean, he's at 71%. So he is the lowest target right now in Team MIR. But he's also sealed. All right, gold blue from JJ. So gold blue. Is going to hit. That 20 from the gold is going to hit Julia. Julia, that's going to take you down to 50%. Then Nolan going to throw a big ass grenade at Moon, and it's going to hit his seal. So he takes no damage. All right, let's go from Julia over to JJ. 20-second timer. Got a very close competitive game. Good defense back and forth. All right, Weber. Going to come down and steal a block. Green block is off the board. Going to move into range. Going to go Kruger to the watchtower. So they're going to put out watchtower number 2. Going to max seal over to Moon. S9, Grizzly. All right, we got 9, 10. S10, Grizzly with the patent. They're going to let it hit. And it's a smart move to let it hit, too. Because Dow's going to take half that damage and redirect it. And it only really cost Ark 1 block because they got the snowstorm. So back-to-back, pretty epic moves here. We take the blue block and then it stops. Then we take the pain. Now I'm going to tell you, JJ dealing almost 3 blocks. Half of that is a block and a half. So we get red block and 50% of a red block. So close. Had it been a little bit less, but nonetheless, great move both sides. All right, final move of the first half. Let's go over to Mr. Freeze. 20-second timer, Dow. It'd been cool if she would have, but no, Dow would have gotten it for the legend. This game is looking pretty even, guys. Stick to it. Timer's up, Dow. Every point is going to matter. Both teams are playing to their strengths. But in a shortened game, we know how important preventions are. Nerf timer is up. Does beat the Nerf timer. Did not beat the regular timer, though. Dow's going to move into the temple. Right beside the Cardinal. Put a max seal on Julia. Going to shatter. Shatter will take that down to 25%. Going to go Unicorn to the wall. Mythic Kang to Main Street Boss. Mythic Kang could be worth 63. B-Dub says, wait. So Ark has 25% of a red remaining. MIR a little bit more, but they got that ice block they got to get through. Dow going with the Unicorn. Chad going to play the prevention. How you like me now? Chad says, I got a little prevention too. All right, movement's good. Seal is good. Shatter. Kang is good. Grenade is no good. At the end of the first half, captains, give me your second half subs. Round 5 subs, please. We got nobody in the DZ at all. 0-0. Temple, I got Dow. And I got Chad. Strawman, 0-0. One blessing for each team. All right, got Poke for Shaman, busy in the Ozone. Pope coming in, no sentry gun. Arc did not get the tire or the cannonball. All right, over on the other side, we've got Kel for Chad, Samurai in the Ozone. Chad, you did excellent tonight. Very well played. MIR does unlock the sentry gun on their side. JJ saving her smokes and seals because she was not in the elevation area. B-Dub losing her rover. And Moon coming back over to the tank spot. We have 30 minutes remaining. Be smart with your moves. Remember, we go through the end of the round. So if we stopped after 1 or 2 moves in round 5, we would project it to the end of round 5, where you are at in that moment. If we get to round 6, round 7, then you know kind of what goes down from there. All right, so before, the order is going to be this. It's going to be Kel, Pope, B-Dub, Jim, Moon, Julia, JJ, Dow, Samurai, and Busy. So before Kel's turn, we're going to cap nothing. Kel, 20-second timer. All right, beats the timer. Kel's going to move into the temple. Red Paul to Pope, binds to Pope, Lantern M7 QWERTY to Pope with Mass Destruction 4. All right, it hits. So start with the vines. Vines will get rid of Pope's absorption, Red Paul double strike, and a QWERTY grenade. Low damage. All right, so once we get the vines to get rid of that, double strike from Red Paul is going to take Pope down to 94%. M7 QWERTY. Low damage, but it does silence him. No legend, no pets, nothing he has to activate. So that is going to do another 6 points of damage. Even with the juice on it, it's a very, very low. But it is going to take him down to 88%. And he is silenced. Kel going on the defensive. All right, at the start of Pope's turn, we're going to cap Shaman Sheila. It's going to be a 63-point Kang. And they're going to cap Main Street. Flags are now even. All right, we go to Pope. 20-second timer. Pope, B-Dub, and Gemstone. Beats the timer. Max Seal. Shatter to the wall. Shatter will happen first. So Shatter, 25%, would be a gold bar B-Dub. So the order is going to be, let's give him the Max Seal. Shatter would finish the wall. And Trixie to the boss. And the wall with the E9 Trixie. All right, hits. Now, this is going to be low damage too. So let's start out. First of all, good move on setting up the Shatter. Back-to-back abilities, you kind of earn that gold bar. Pope with a gold bar. 50 points. All right. After the gold bar and after we reset the wall, Trixie, it's the E9, puts a Trixie to their boss. That boss is JJ. It's going to take JJ's boss. Down to 92%. Not much. The black block. Trixie. 85% of a black block. Not even a full black block. You got 15% black block remaining. But you are on wall number 2, so there's that, right? And that is after your mass destruction and after your amplify. Your 24 amplify. Let's go over to B-Dub. B-Dub, 20-second timer. From the rover zone. B-Dub easily beating the timer. Moving into the temple. They got the temple on lock. Red Blaze to the wall. Drop a seal over to Kel. H9 Grizzly loaded to the wall, Patton, and a Shatter. Now here's the order. The Shatter will never break an ice block. So Grizzly will hit the ice block. Shatter regardless, even though Shatter goes first, what Shatter does is it takes the damage from underneath the ice block. So that is 75% of a blue block already before anything happens. So 75 blue, you have an ice block on top of it, and then you got an H9 Grizzly. And it's got Patton as well. So we got a 9 and a 10, and then the mass destruction is bonus damage above the Grizzly. Jim says, wait. Double sonar. All right. So Blaze is going to break the block. That's the important thing. So once that block is broken, now the Shatter is automatically there. So that's 75. So the grenade is going to hit. But they chose to double sonar it. So you got an H9 Grizzly. We're going to take 35%. It's going to make it an S6. S6 Red Eye equivalent. That's after their mass destruction. 75 blue is gone. Blue is gone, and all they got to do is touch the teardrop. Gone. Big play by B-Dub to get the Grizz through. Even though the sonar nerfed it, they had the mass destruction to pay for it. Yeah, it doesn't matter to me what Busy has because Pope and Jim were the two that were called, so those are the two that I used. All right, we got B-Dub's attack is locked in. Let's go to Gemstone. On Gemstone's turn, we are going to cap the other boss, which gives Ark a temporary wall advantage and a 55-point Kang. Flags are 3-2. 20-second timer, Gemstone. Got about 19 minutes to go. Beats the timer. She's going to move to the tank zone. Kruger to the watchtower. Going to remove watchtower number 9. They've already gotten a 9 award, but it can be deducted. Vines to B-dub, Gas Blast to B-dub, and a Shatter. All right, Shatter, black block is gone. Remainder of it's out of play. B-dub is going to prevent. Vines hit. To get rid of the absorption. The Gas Blast. B-dub using the prevention. Movement, pet, seal. Gas Blast is stopped with the prevention. All right, let's go over to Moonshot. "20-second timer to Moon. Moon going to move to their tank zone. Pet Repel. Steel Dominari from Jim. Gold Gideon. Give Arc a -24. Gas Blast to Dow. See if the Gas Blast is going to hit or if we wait. Jim hits or wait. Pope with the prevention. All right, no Gas Blast. He's staying in his zone. Let's go over to Julia from the Rover zone. 20-second timer, Julia. Beats the timer. She's going to jump into Rover. Smart move. Doesn't help for the Sentry Gun, but it's a free 25 points. Julia with a tire. Pope is silenced. Wait. Pope is not silenced. Only for his turn. It was used on him at the beginning of his turn, and he went through his turn. So he's fine. So Julia, jump into Rover. Move to the Temple Steps. Kruger to the watchtower. Will unlight number 8. Both teams going defensive. Going to go dust to B-dub. Sizzle the ozone. And Kel going to intervene the grenade. So no grenade shot from Julia. Let's go over to JJ from the DZ. 20 seconds, JJ. Beats the timer. JJ going DZ portal. Over to the other side. Drop some fear smoke on Pope. Shatter the wall and a gas blast. Shatter's going to take that to 75 red. 2 3/4. Jim, we got a fear and we got a gas blast. Jim says, wait. Julie's going to intervene. She can't intervene the fear smoke, so it's got to be the gas blast. All right, so Pope is going to be feared out of the DZ. We'll move him over here on the dock. And the intervene is on the gas blast. All right. Dow, they work to keep you there. 20-second timer. Starts now. Pope using Glacier to freeze the wall. At the end of the turn, wall is frozen. Timer is up. Nerf timer started. Beats the nerf timer. Did not beat the regular timer, beats the nerf timer. It's going to get into the tank. All right, Dow getting a cannonball. Going to put Torment on Kel. S8 Grizzly to the wall. All right. And I'm going to allow the Kruger to the watchtower, but it is a 25-point penalty. So that was obviously the intention of Dow's move as well, which is fine. It's a double line penalty, minus 25. We're going to take it down to watchtower number 6. S8 Grizzly to the wall with his tank vest. It's what got us here. And as luck would have it, we got another Judas. because Pope is controlled by Dow and has been for a while. But if you're talking about the Glacier, no, the Glacier is his move at the end. That's a DI. And then on Dow's move, Kruger was supposed to be played for Mr. Freeze. That's why he played the Kruger to the Watchtower. But he typed it under the wrong one. But Glacier is played at the end of a turn, if that's what you're talking about. It freezes the wall. Does that make sense? No. Pope's move, the Glacier was Pope's move. He played it at the end of JJ's move. And then he went to his move, and he meant to type Kruger from his Mr. Freeze, and he typed it under the same account because he had just done the DI on the previous one. All right, so now let's get to the gemstone. You got a Judas. Samurai is redirecting that S8 Grizzly that Mr. Freeze had thrown. Ooh, it hits. It hits. MIR. Two and 3/4. What are we looking like? It's got a tank vest. We're doubling it up. Samurai with the gold bar. Wall taken down. Not what you wanted to see hit. If you're Arc, what you love to see hit if your team MIR. Gold bar and reset it. And JJ's boss capped as well. So I've got walls at even. Flags, even. And Samurai with the bar. All right, speaking of Samurai, you're up. 20-second timer. Samurai going to get into the turret. Samurai does lose her absorption from the sizzle. Getting the turret, Thraxus to Kel. Give Kel +3 in Dragonstorm. Vines to Busy, Scold to Busy. T10 Rapture loaded to the wall. Vines to Busy, Scold. Light Watchtower, number 7. Let's give Samurai an absorption. Take Busy down to 90. And T10 Rapture loaded. Plus the E2 from the turret makes it S12. Black. Green. Green. Triple block for Samurai. And let's go to Busy Bee. 20-second timer, Busy Bee. Timer is up. She does beat it. Busy says, I'm going to become a priestess. Red Rage, Torment to B-Dub. T10 top hat loaded to the wall with Sizzle. B-Dub hits or wait. B-Dub says wait. Samurai going to prevent the grenade. Grenade is stopped. And so is the match. That is it. 1-3-5. We are not going to start the next round. At the end of this round, we've got Team MIR with a blessing. Moonshot and Gemstone. Both getting Siege. Both getting Bronze Stars. DZ, JJ. Credit for the DZ. 3 Halos. MIR, 25. Arc, 0. Strawman, 0-0. Countdown to blessings. Team Arc with 4. Team MIR with 5. All right. Great match, both teams. Started out a little rocky, but you guys got your rhythm. So give me a couple minutes, congratulate each other, and I will come back and give you guys the final scores on a early night. So great match between both of these undefeated teams. We'll be right back. All right, everybody, we are back, and we got our totals. So, Bones says, feels really close. It wasn't as close as it felt. It certainly changed at a couple different times. So I'll give you guys the breakdown. We'll start out with flags. Ark, really good job on the road, flipping the script on Main Street. That's huge sometimes when you're on the road. MIR came back. They got the early one, but tied it up because these shortened games do make a difference. You don't get the chance to get that extra layer of flags out there. So flags were even, 600, 600. Ark, big wall advantage, but they didn't have anything left at the end of the game. MIR made some big, big shots at the end. Actually overtook the walls. Ark had a nice lead, pretty comfortable. Bonnie playing that blaze, that was huge. MIR ended up getting 500 points in walls. Ark 375. You got MIR sitting about 125 point advantage. Strawman, no strawman either way. Kang's almost even. Ark able to edge out a little bit more in Kang's, 264 to 252. So almost no difference there. Siege and Occupy. Each team got a Siege, 100 points each. Neither team with an Occupy would not have had time to get the Occupies anyway. Bonnie did a good job peeling off. I think she sensed that it wasn't going to be a 7-round game. So she had the Occupy peeled off, went to the Temple. I thought that was a big move there late in the game. Watchtowers. MIR, again, 175 with Watchtowers. Ark only 25. There's a 150 point advantage for MIR. Now they're up about 300. DZ, 50 MIR, 25 Ark. And timers, MIR better than Ark on the timers. Ark was minus 60 on the timers. MIR minus 50. Overall, before we got to the PCP, MIR 1627, Ark 1329. Could Ark make it up in different areas? Get to the PCP. Ark had a gold bar, a feather, a cannonball, a tire. PCP DZ was also huge. MIR got 125, Ark only 25. Because JJ got 100, but then the 25 was split between players on MIR and players on Ark. So 125 to 25, there's another 100 point advantage. But MIR also had a gold bar, they got at the end, a cannonball, a tire, a 9 award. PCP DZ, MIR 250, Ark 125. And then the final is the extras. That's where you get into the gold Gideons, the double move bonuses, or double move penalties, the wicked boss. Overall, Ark had a Colossal Watcher, a Dark Boss, a couple of Elmos, but they had 99 point in deductions, which gave them a minus 23. Go over to Team MIR. MIR had a minus 25 for a delay of game challenge. They had a gold Gideon played against them. They had a wicked boss against them. They had 3 Elmos, but they also had a 99 point Soulwell and a Dark Boss, and they had a positive 55. Overall, tonight, MIR as the home team took care of business and stays undefeated. MIR, 1,932. Team Ark, tough road battle, 1431. MIR winning most facets of the game tonight. So great job. It's a long time coming. We want to see this game. There's a different strategy for 135 stop. There's a different strategy for 135 go, and also your red weddings. We've seen all 3 of those so far. Great job to all players. You guys do a great job of representing our game, Play Dead Live. I'm sure Ark will be ready for MIR when they play at Ark. This battle has gone on for a long time. Advantage MIR. But I'm sure all the teams will have MIR and Ark in their sights, whether it's Vox, whether it's Sly. Teams are going to say, bring it. Bring it. We love the challenge. So good job to everybody. Appreciate you guys. Tomorrow night, if you got kills tokens tonight, I will load them into your account tonight. So if you did message Kel earlier, you plan to message Kel, get a message to her right away. That's what I'm going to do immediately after this game. Don't want anybody to not be able to fish at night if that's what they want to do. I will be working on the auction house tomorrow night. And also don't forget, we have our first official week of Play Dead Live Trivia because some yo-yo, me, did not set the timers right last week, and we were about 30 seconds short of having a really, really good Walking Dead trivia. So if you missed last week, show up tomorrow night and have a lot of fun with trivia. Thanks, everybody. Talk to you guys soon. Peace.